Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moira, and for today's video, I will be giving you some tips and tricks when creating your own architectural CV and portfolio. So a few weeks ago, I saw on my Facebook page that a lot of people were already graduating college. So first of all, congratulations to all the fresh graduates out there. Second, if you want to take a break after you graduate, that's okay too. And then third, that's the reason why I came up with this video, to help some fresh grads out there who are still applying for jobs and have no clue what to do first, which was literally me 2 years ago. I actually uploaded a video in early 2020 wherein I told how I got my job, my whole process. It's a whole story time. So if you want to check that out, I'll leave the link down below. So this video will be focused on creating your CV and portfolio, and then next week's video will be all about job interview tips and just generally how to find a job. Just a few disclaimers before starting this video. First is that everything that I will discuss, the tips and tricks, are mostly based on my own experience when I applied for jobs in 2019. And then second is that since my field is architecture, some of these tips will probably be specific for architecture. Like, you know, need to have a whole portfolio, which is not required for other professions. But maybe kahit hindi ka Arki, makatulong pa rin tong video na to, especially sa CV, ganon. So yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Woo! Here are some tips on creating your CV. First tip, find layouts on Pinterest. Your CV does not have to be plain. So, of course, papakita ko ang aking CV, which is this. Tada! Itong black. Naka-redacted na yung mga personal information ko. Pero, yeah, basically, this is my CV. Itong layout na to, I just found inspiration from Pinterest. As in, ang dami dun, guys. Maybe you can also search on Canva as well. Actually, mas maswerte na nga ngayon na meron ng mga templates that you can just edit and then tapos ka na sa CV mo. But for me, I wanted to create my own kahit na hindi naman ako magaling mag-layout. So yeah, what I mean about it doesn't have to be plain is that hindi siya kailangan na parang nilagay mo lang sa Microsoft Word tapos Times New Roman pa yung font, ganon. Hindi na yun uso, guys. Iba na ngayon. So for me, I only added a little bit of color dito sa taas, which is pink because it's my favorite color. And then, ayun, pink, gray, and then all the other stuff is already in black and white kasi I also didn't want to overpower the information, as in gusto ko na ito pa rin naman yung focus. And personally, I also think that it's a plus kapag hindi plain yung layout mo, kasi if the HR or whoever is looking through the CVs, puro black and white, biglang makikita niya sa'yo, ay, may konting color, may konting design, gano'n. Mas magsa-stand out yung CV mo. Tip number 2, you don't have to put your picture. This is something na sinabi din sa akin ng friend ko. Huwag mo ilalagay yung picture mo sa CV mo kasi, I mean, makakatulong ba yun? Siguro kung audition, then sure, magbigay ka ng headshot. Pero kung job interview, hindi naman siya kailangan. And also, keep this in mind that when you're applying for jobs, they're most definitely gonna look for you on social media. Sinabi sa akin ng office mates ko na sinearch daw nila ako. Kaya before pa ako pumasok, alam na nilang nag-YouTube ako. So yun, just keep that in mind. Tip number 3, they should know your name. So, as you can see here in my portfolio, sobrang laki ng pangalan ko dito na Moira Mercado. At least, diba, stand out. Makikita nila agad, alam na nila agad pangalan ko. Lagyan ko lang dito ng initials ko kasi mema lang talaga yan. And then sa baba ko nilagay yung full name ko, which is Aliana Moira Castillo Mercado. The reason that I didn't put my full name here is kasi Moira is my second name, and kapag kasi nilagay ko full name ko, baka tawagin nila akong Aliana. Tapos parang ako, ha? Sino yun? Para din when it comes to the interview, alam na nila kung anong itatawag sa'yo, whatever you're comfortable with. Kahit nickname nyo, pwede nyo ilagay dyan. Next tip is to fit it all in one page. I feel like kasi kapag masyado kang madaming pages sa resume mo, kahit na, kunwari, ang dami mong experience, parang nakakatamad basahin, ganon. So, as much as possible, fit it all into one page, or at most 2 pages. Pero sa akin, 1 page lang talaga kaya ko kasi fresh grad pa lang naman ako. Wala pa akong masyadong work experience. Okay, now let's go to each of these sections. So, for the first section, I wrote here about moi, which is a pun, obviously. Just put a little description about myself. Ano ba nilagay ko dito? Okay, let's read it. I have always been passionate about design and the arts. When it comes to projects, I know how to manage my time well and work efficiently. I am a very responsible and reliable team member, but I can also rise up to be a team leader if need be. My time in architecture school has taught me to become a fast learner and realize the value of hard work, willingness, and perseverance. Mga mema stuff. So why not put a little description about yourself so that also they get to know you a little bit better. Next is education. So here I put kung saan ako nag-aral, obviously. You only really need to put kung saan ka nag-high school and then college. Di naman necessary na yung elementary din. Pero kasi same school lang ako for high school and elementary. So nilagay ko na lang din. And then also if you have awards, you should also put them in here. You could also put your GWA, ganon, pampa-impress, ganyan. Next section is affiliation. So, dito mo ilalagay yung orgs mo, ganon, and then if you also held any positions in your org. So, ako, Sports and Socials Committee member. Yeah! Next up, we have seminars. So, these are the events that you attended or that you handled, then ganon. If like, for example, part ka ng logistics team ng isang event, tapos ikaw yung manage or whatever, lagay nyo rin yun. Maganda din yun. Pero, wala naman kasi akong ganon. So, nilagay ko lang yung mga akle and ARC 360 Philippines. So, sobrang thankful ako sa akle at may naalagay ako dito sa aking resume. Then, here on the bottom, I just put here what my thesis was, which is the Philippine High School of Arts and Technology. So, that, palay nyo lang na yung company na ina-applyan nyo is specialized sa schools, ganon. So, malaman nila na yun yung thesis mo. So, alam nila na you would fit well with the team, ganon. And they may also ask you questions about your thesis sa interview. Okay, now punta tayo dito sa side na to. So, here I put my contacts. Niredact ko na, okay? Kasi wag kayong ano. Okay, so here I just put my mobile number, my email, and also my address. I think okay din na ilagay mo yung address mo or at least like yung general area mo para malaman din nila kung gaano ka katagal magta-travel when you go to work. Next up, we have the skills. So, dito nilagay ko lang yung software skills na alam ko kung paano gamitin and kung saan ako proficient. Yun. So, I put here AutoCAD, SketchUp, Lumion, Photoshop, Sony Vegas Pro, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Excel. Ay, kung pansin nyo din dito sa side na to, I put a lot of icons, ganon, kasi para contrast naman siya sa side na to na very wordy na. So, at least ito, mas madali siyang maintindihan din visually and also pampa-fill up din ng space. So, a tip for me when you're putting your software skills is to not put ratings kung gaano ka kagaling. I mean, kung gusto mo talaga lagyan, pwede din naman, pero ako, personally, ayoko kasi I remember a prof of mine saying, hindi naman siya about CVs, pero we were doing a project ganon, tapos parang may mga categories kasi na kailangan naming sabihin. Kunwari, cleanliness, ganon. So, parang i-describe mo kung gaano kalinis yung place. Puro describe lang daw sa gawin namin. Huwag kaming gumawa ng rating system because ang mga rating system, medyo biased siya. Kasi for example, nilagay ko AutoCAD 8/10. O, anong basis nun? Hindi ko alam. Feel ko lang ganon. Hindi siya very objective. Pero sa interview, pwede ka din tanungin na, so gaano ka alam sa AutoCAD, SketchUp. Possible din naman yun na itanong. And lastly, sa baba, nilagay ko lang languages which are Filipino and English kasi pampa-fill up din. And also, kung may alam kang language other than Filipino and English, that would be so cool. Ilagay nyo na rin siya. Pero, at least alam nila na kaya ko mag-fluent Filipino or fluent English. So, okay din. Yeah, so that is my CV. Magsawa na kayo. Tignan ito. Now, here are some tips in making your architectural portfolio. This is my architectural portfolio. So, your portfolio is basically like a magazine of all your past plates or projects, ganon, so that your interviewer will have an idea of what projects you have done or handled. Yun nga, kung mag-fit well ka ba sa team. So again, first tip is to find layouts on Pinterest and keep it simple. Ayun nga, aminado naman ako na hindi ako sobrang galing na mag-layout or something. So I really need help from my friend Pinterest or Canva. Just searched and found something that I like, got inspiration from it, and this is what I came up with. Very simple lang yung design ng sa akin, yung front cover niya, and even sa loob, as in mostly black and white lang din siya na may onting pink, ganon, just to add just a little bit of personality. But again, you want your work to stand out rather than the design of your portfolio naman, diba? Next is to limit your portfolio to 5 to 10 plates or projects, and it should be readable within 5 minutes. Again, kapag sobrang kapal ng portfolio mo, tatamarin na silang magbasa. Baka mamaya hindi pa nila basahin or tignan. So, might as well keep it short. Mine is, I think, around 10 plates lang yung nilagay ko dito. So, ayun, madali lang din basahin in a short amount of time. Tip number 3 is include different types of rendering. So, dito sa portfolio, dito mo talaga mapapakita lahat ng skills mo, ganon. So, for me, I included this, which was manually rendered. Yung favorite plate ko na manually render ko, yung in-include ko dito. And yun lang in-include ko na manual rendering. Isa lang. Then, yeah, all the others are mostly computer-based na. Ayun. And then, sa huli din, I also showed a picture of my scale model of my thesis kasi I'm very proud of it, but also it's a different type of scale, ganon, para din mapakita. Tip number 4 is to indicate whether the project was done by group or not. Mostly kasi nung college, puro by groups yung plate. So, for example, here, Makati Riverside Community Center, I put Urban Design Final Plate, parenthesis, collaboration. Wow, collaboration! Of course, you have to give credit where credit is due. Di mo naman pwedeng sabihin na ikaw lang lahat gumawa nun. Parang, magbigay ka naman credit sa teammates mo. Oh my gosh, yun lang pala lahat ng tips ko. 4 lang. So anyways, pasada tayo sa portfolio. Ganda angle ko dito. Wait lang. So, portfolio, an architecture portfolio by Moira Mercado. I only did this in PowerPoint kasi dun lang talaga ako pinaka-comfortable na gamitin kapag layouts, which turned out well naman. So, yan, again, this is the manually rendered plate, and then this is the leaning house. I featured this in a Sims video before. Condominium. Ito, this one naman is an acoustics final plate. So, again, it's a different skill na you can show to them. Ito, urban design. This one is a resort plate. Probably my favorite plate that I ever did. Condominium. And then, this is my mini thesis, the Art Hub of Makati. And another mini thesis is the Knowledge Hub of QC, which is basically a library. Ayan. Tapos din mo, may mga pa-diagrams, ganun, cross-section. Parang iba-iba pinapakita ko per plate para, ayun, may variety din. And then lastly is my thesis. So, ito yung pinaka-mahaba. Parang 4 pages siya dito kasi I also put like yung research behind it and stuff like that. Siyempre, ito din naman yung pinaka-winner on ko my college life. So yeah, again, you have diagrams and a lot of interior perspectives. And lastly is the scale model. And then sa last page, naglagay lang ako ng logo ko and also my name. But guys, that is it for this video. I hope it was insightful for some of you, and I hope it helped in one way or another. Again, my next video will be tips on how to find a job and how to ace your job interview. So watch out for that. But anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell so you're updated whenever I post a new video. Comment down below what video you want to see next, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!